सहनाववतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ओम शांति शांति शांति। ओम गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णु गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरु साक्षात् परम ब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। ओम सच्चिदानंदरूपाय विश्वोत्पत्त्यादिहेतवे तावत्रय विनाशाय श्रीकृष्णाय वयं नुमः। निगमकल्पतरोर्गलितं फलं शुकमुखादमृतद्रवसंयुतं पिबत भागवतं रसमालयं मुहुरहो रसिका भुवि भावुकाः। नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेत्। ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ॐ योऽन्तः प्रविश्य मम वाचमिमां प्रसुप्तां सञ्जीवयत्य किल शक्तिधरस्वधाम्ना अन्यांश्च हस्तचरणश्रवणत्वगादीन् प्राणान् नमो भगवते पुरुषाय तुभ्यं। समस्त देवताभ्यो ऋषिभ्यो मुनिभ्यो गुरुभ्यो नमः। श्रीमद्भागवत महापुराण आचार्येभ्यो नमः। परब्रह्मणे महाविष्णवे ब्रह्मणे सनकादिमुनिभ्यो नारदाय वेदव्यासाय शुकब्रह्मर्षे सूतमहामुने शौनकादिऋषिभ्यो अत्र्यादिऋषिभ्यो प्रह्लादादिभक्तजनेभ्यो मत्स्यादवतारेभ्यो आदित्यादि नवग्रहदेवताभ्यो श्री दक्षिणामूर्ति दत्तात्रेय ग्रीवादिगुरुभ्यो नमः। आदिपराशक्तिमात्रे नमः। आदिशंकराचार्यवर्यादिगुरुभ्यो नमः। अस्मद्गुरुभ्यो नमः। ओम श्री कृष्ण परब्रह्मणे नमः। श्रीमद्भागवत महापुराणम् एकादश स्कंदः मुक्तिः हित्वा अन्यथा रूपम स्वरूपेण व्यवस्थितिः। अथ द्वाविंशोऽध्यायः। उद्धव उवाच। चैंट फ्रॉम 34। त्वत्तः परा उद्धव उवाच। त्वत्तः परावृत्तधियः स्वकृतैः कर्मभिः प्रभो उच्चावचान् यथा देहान् गृह्णन्ति विसृजन्ति च तन्ममाख्याहि गोविन्द दुर्विगाह्यमनात्मभिः न ह्येतत् प्रायशो लोके विद्वांसः सन्ति वञ्चिताः। श्रीभगवानुवाच। मनः कर्ममयं नॄणाम् इन्द्रियैः पञ्चभिर्युतं लोकाल्लोकं प्रयात्यन्य आत्मा तद् अनुवर्तते। ध्यायन्मनोनुविषयान् दृष्टान् वानुश्रुतान् अथ उद्यत्सीदत् कर्मतन्त्रं स्मृतिस्तदनुशाम्यति विषयाभिनिवेशेन नात्मानं यत् स्मरेत् पुनः जन्तोर्वै कस्यचित् हेतोः मृत्युरत्यन्तविस्मृतिः जन्म तु आत्मतया पुंसः सर्वभावेन भूरिदा विषयस्वीकृतिं प्राहुः यथा स्वप्नमनोरथः स्वप्नं मनोरथं चेत्थं प्राक्तनं न स्मरत्यसौ तत्र पूर्वमिवात्मानम् अपूर्वं चानुपश्यति इन्द्रियायन सृष्ट्येदं त्रैविध्यं भाति वस्तुनि बहिरन्तर्भिदा हेतुः जनो सज्जनकृत् यथा नित्यदा हि अङ्गभूतानि भवन्ति न भवन्ति च कालेनालक्ष्यवेगेन सूक्ष्मत्वात् न दृश्यते यथार्चिषां स्रोतसां च फलानां वा वनस्पतेः तथैव सर्वभूतानां वयोवस्थादयः कृताः सोऽयं दीपोर्चिषां यद्वत् स्रोतसां तद् इदं जलं सोऽयं पुमानिति नृणां मृषागीर्धीर्मृषायुषां मा स्वस्य कर्मबीजेन जायते सोऽप्ययं पुमान् म्रियते वा मरो भ्रान्त्या यथाग्निर्दारुसंयुतः निषेकगर्भजन्मानि बाल्यकौमारयौवनं वयो मध्यं जरामृत्युः इत्यवस्थास्तनोर्नव एतामनोरथमयीः यन्यस्योच्चावचास्तनोः गुणसङ्गादुपादत्ते क्वचित् कश्चित् जहाति च आत्मनः पितृपुत्राभ्याम् अनुमेयौ भवाप्ययौ न भवाप्ययवस्तूनाम् अभिज्ञोद्वयलक्षणः तरोर्बीजविपाकाभ्याम् यो विद्वान् जन्म संयमौ तरोर्विलक्षणः द्रष्टा एवं द्रष्टा तनोः पृथक् प्रकृतेरेवमात्मानम् अविविच्या बुधः पुमान् तत्त्वेन स्पर्शसम्मूढः संसारं प्रतिपद्यते सत्त्वसङ्गात् ऋषीन् देवान् रजसा सुरमानुषान् तमसा भूततिर्यक्त्वं भ्रामितो याति कर्मभिः नृत्यतो गायतः पश्यन् यथैवानुकरोति तान् एवं बुद्धिगुणान् पश्यन् अनीहोऽप्यनुकार्यते यथाम्भसा प्रचलता तरवोऽपि चला इव चक्षुषा भ्राम्यमाणेन दृश्यते भ्रमतीव भोः यथा मनोरथधियः विषयानुभवो मृषा स्वप्नदृष्टाश्च दाशारः तथा संसार आत्मनः अर्थे हि अविद्यमानेऽपि संसृतिर्न निवर्तते ध्यायतो विषयान् अस्य स्वप्नेनर्थागमो यथा तस्मात् उद्धवमाभुङ्क्ष्व विषयान् असदिन्द्रियैः आत्माग्रहणनिर्वातं पश्य वैकल्पिकं भ्रमं क्षिप्तोऽवमानितो असद्भिः प्रलब्धो सूयतोऽथवा ताडितः सन्निबद्धो वा वृत्त्या वा परिहापितः निष्ठितो मूत्रितो वाग्नैः बहुदैवं प्रकम्पितः श्रेयस्कामः कृच्छ्रगतः आत्मनात्मानमुद्धरेत् उद्धव उवाच यथैव मनुबुध्येयं वदनो वदतां वरा सुदुस्सहमिमं मन्ये आत्मन्यसदतिक्रमं विदुषाम् अपि विश्वात्मन् प्रकृतिर्हि बलीयसे ऋते त्वद्धर्मनिरतानो शांस्तांस्ते चरणालयान् इति श्रीमद्भागवते महापुराणे पारमहंस्यां संहितायाम् एकादशस्कन्धे द्वाविंशोऽध्यायः ओम शांति शांति शांति। वेरी गुड। ओम श्रीराम जय ओम श्री कृष्णा शरणं मम श्री कृष्णा शरणं मम श्री कृष्णा शरणं मम श्री भागवत शरणं मम श्री भागवत शरणं मम श्री सद्गुरु शरणं मम श्री सद्गुरु शरणं मम श्री सूत शरणं मम श्री शुकदेव शरणं मम श्री व्यास शरणं मम श्री नारद शरणं मम श्री कुमार शरणं मम श्री ब्रह्मा शरणं मम श्री विष्णु शरणं मम श्री परब्रह्म शरणं मम श्री कृष्ण शरणं मम शरणं मम शरणं मम। श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारे हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारे हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारे हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव। ओम मूकं करोति वाचालं पङ्गुं लङ्घयते गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे परमानन्दमाधवं स्वर्गे सत्ये च कैलासे वैकुण्ठे नास्ति अयं रसः अतः पिबन्तु सद्भाग्याः मामामुञ्चितकरचितो नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओं श्रीकृष्णपरब्रह्मणे नमः। श्रीमद्भागवत महापुराणम् एकादशस्कन्धः मुक्तिः हित्वान्यथा रूपं स्वरूपेण व्यवस्थितिः अथ द्वाविंशोऽध्यायः। श्री उद्धव उवाच श्री भगवानुवाच हरि ओम salutations to the Lord, to the Guru Parampara, and most hearty welcome to every one of you wonderful listeners, audience, seekers of the truth. Maintaining this peace, maintain this sattva guna, maintain this shraddha, maintain this astikya buddhi, add little concentration, add little want for the self or the Lord or the truth, the rest is taken care. Now, in this Bhagavatam, every skandha is beautiful. 11th skandha, every chapter is wonderful. In this 22nd chapter also, wonderful topics are being discussed. The present topic is about one of very crucial aspects as to Jiva Gati. You know, how he is traversing from one deha to the other, and why he is getting what he is getting, and what are the shortcomings or lacking things in getting those whatever you call future lives or any going to different loka. Then how one has to revert back you to or trace back to the truth or reality or the self. What a perfect, beautiful topic it is. Like our Alata Shanti Prakarana Mandukya, how important it was, every sloka, every topic, to very clearly understanding about the entire process of discovering Ekameva Dvayam Brahma, Ajata Brahma. In the same way, this also is a crucial portion for sadhak. Note them somewhere. Then, sorry friends, where as and when you get free, you know, at ease in the mind after finishing all your loka uddharana, after all Sangha Seva, Sama Seva, all your NGOs, never growing organization, after finishing all that, when you find peace, when you find relaxation, हो गया मैंने सारे टेररिस्ट को ठीक कर दी, सारे नेताओं को ठीक कर दी. Whenever you feel that time, you can refer to your this notebook, whichever the topics are said from here that they are important. One of them is this one. Entire Bhagavat is important, but among that, 11th Skandha is important, and that this chapter is important. In this also, especially these verses from the 33, 34 onwards. कितने हैं 34 से 60? 24 श्लोक. These 24-25 को thoroughly हो सके पढ़े. So then a notch more we become clear in our understanding. A step more we can take in our journey. So Uddhava's Prashna, and very cute, genuine Prashna. In the Prashna only, lot of things are there, lot of clarities are there. What is that? He says Uddhavacha Tvattaha Paravrutta Dhiyaha, 1 point. Swakritaihi Karmabihi, point 2. Uchavachan Dehan Grandhanti Visujanti cha. Dekha? How clear it is. Those people who have not made Paramatma as the goal, thus their buddhis are not toward the Paramatma. Such people only Swakrutaihi Karmabihi, except pursuing or other than pursuing the Lord, other karmas they do. To make it simpler, as said in Gita, chapter 4, Bhagavan talked about Jnanam and he talked about the Yajnas. Is it not? He mentioned about so many Yajnas and he categorized all Yajnas into two types. One is Dravya Yajnas, other is Jnana Yajna. Through the Jnana Yajna, we reach to Bhagavan, Mukti ho gaya. If one is not doing that Jnana Yajna of burning all the oblations or all the samidhas of one's own ignorance in the fire of knowledge, kindled on the seat of meditation, preceded by Shravana Mananam, what will he do? He will do the Dravya Yajna. Dravya Yajnas are so many, including all your day-to-day routines, duty, ये सब उसमें आ जाते. So about him he is talking. कि तत्तः परावृत धियः. Their buddhis are not involved in inquiring about you, searching about you, or surrendering to you. Then somewhere else. Where is somewhere? Swakrutai karmabihi. These are the different karmas we do. And karmas, how many may we do? There are only three karmas. Papa karma, punya karma, then sadhana karma. You can add one more, the dharma karma. So papa, punya karma, sadhana karma, dharma. One more we can add, which we generally don't take into account, but that also part of karma. It is called as prayashchitta karma. It is neither papa karma, nor punya karma, nor sadhana karma, nor dharma karma. It is the fifth one, the prayashchitta karma, atoning. Whatever mistakes are then rectifying them through some other things. The prayashchitta karma, some danas are there, some upasanas are there, anushtanas are there, tapasyas are there, self punishments are there. So these are the types of karma we do. So sadhana anyway we are not doing. So what remaining then? Dharma, Papa, Punya only. Prayaschitta again if somebody tells for this Papa this is atonement you can do. So we can say Dharma Karma, Papa and Punya. धर्म को आप पुण्य कर्म में डाल ही दो तो पाप पुण्य कर्म. Because of that, what happens? Uchchavachan dehan grunanti. Then he gets the higher and lower lives according to punya and papa. And visrujanti cha. And also they give it up. Therefore, this deha which we got now in this human life is because of the balance of both punya and papa. Having come here, when we do more punya, go to uddhama urdhva lokas, urdhva dehas. More papa done, we go to the adho niche yoni. So at same time, this body of ours as a human is a result of the past and also the base for the future. And every jiva is like that. And in every jiva, as we said yesterday, not only his dehendriyadi are according to prarabdha, but all the mutual friends, relations also are out of prarabdha, they come. Even prarabdha it is there, they will come into your life. Whatever you say, you can't avoid. They may come from 7 continents far, 7 समुद्र पार से भी आ जाएंगे. You know your children, you send them to study in Germany, Japan or Australia or anywhere. They study to Bhagwan जाने, they come with bahu. You are surprised. Then you will accept and all that, okay, but कैसे 7 समुद्र पार हो गया? That's the prarabdha is there, you can't avoid. अगर प्रारब्ध खत्म हो गया, you try to hold how much ever, they won't stay in your life, they go away. See, this principle when you hold strongly, both the things will happen. The raga desha will go away, then the prema kritagnata seva will come. Like you came into my life because of my prarabdha, which I cannot avoid. Therefore, I cannot have raga or dvesha towards you, but as long as you are with me, I can have the prema for you, I can have seva for you. Is it not? How beautiful the life will be. That all the corollaries, or you can say side results of this knowledge. And in that only what is said, therefore, to get rid of all these Uttama, Adama, Janma and Marana, to focus your attention toward the Lord. जो धी वो परावृत है भगवान से, वो भगवान के तरफ ले जाओ थ्रू भक्ति और ज्ञान. Then from our life the papa punyas are going away. Then the janma maranas go away. Then you enter into the Bhagavan's loka where no janma marana, or by his grace here only you know the truth and which is beyond janma marana. So the question is simple, but in that the essence is given. Then apply to ourselves. What am I doing? What I have to do? Am I doing those actions by which Janma Marana are continuous? Or am I doing those asanas by which I transcend them? Okay. Second question. Tan mamakhya hi govinda durvibhavyamanatmabhi nahi etat prayasho loke vidvamsah santi vanchita. Anatmabhi durvibhavyam. So who are anatmas? Those totally extroverted and very dull-witted in the intellect, as well as don't have this subtlety. Such a anatmas, for them these things are not even known. You feel this meaning of this sloka. What is that? Durvibhavyam anatmamihi. This whole process of janma and the karana of that janma of before, and this janma becoming karana for the uttara janma, many alpa buddhis, anatmas, they don't even think about. If you really take this point important, become serious about it, how many beautiful actions we do, how many worst actions we avoid. So we are still doing worst actions, not taking up beautiful actions, means this has not sunk into us. That because of past deeds we have got these things, and because of present we will go into future. That's why they are called as anatma bhihi, means they are the alpa buddhis. Such people don't know. Then nahi etat prayasha loke vibdhamsaha. And in general, people are not taught this. Even if they taught, they studied only academics. At that moment, they may have some question answer, some discussion, sense of seriousness, but very soon again they forgot it. They forget it. So nahi etat prayasha loke विद्वांसः संति वंचिता. Why is it so? वो ठगे गए हैं, वंचित हो गए हैं माया के द्वारा. They are caught up in Moha Maya, therefore, they are not able to understand this principle of life is in my hands to mold from the good, better, best to worst, or from the worst, bad to better and good, good and better. Keep it in mind. Now, Sri Bhagavanu Vacha. Bhagavan sees the answer. This is how the Lord's creation, in the creation, things happen like that. This is how He made the setup as well as rules, regulations. This is how He's running the show. And we are all bound by it. Knowing this, we will know how we are bound. Knowing this, we will also know how we get liberated. Shri Bhagavan Vasa. First, Manah Karmamayam Drunam Indriyaihi Panchabhiryutam Lokalokam Priyati Anyaha Atma Tadanuvartate. These are the things to be understood. Very crucial, very clear. Manaha. Kim manaha? Karmamayam manaha. Okay? Karmamayam means the mana which has got vasanas behind it, and also the mind which is always in karma, which is a product of rajoguna, more than the jnana of the sattva. Such mana, karmamayam, indriyahi panchavihi yutam. Along with the pancha indriyas, mainly jnana indriyas, nunam, lokat lokam prayati. This the mana means this antakarana, which is one goes from one place to the other. Among the antakarana, one is ego also. Anyaha atma tadanuvartate. There are two things. Once for all, listen it. When the jiva dies and goes to other body, atma never dies or disappears or goes. Please remember, the atma is all pervading, eternally pervading self it is. It doesn't die or go anywhere. When the bulb fuses, the electricity doesn't die. Then who goes? The antakarana. In the antakarana, the one who owns other three, mana, buddhi, chitta, is called ahamkara. In this aham only Paramatma is reflected. This Paramatma reflected aham, he focuses on the Paramatma, he will discover his identity with Paramatma. Generally doesn't do. But to do that, before that, he'll have to become Sakshi for Mana Buddhi Ahamkara, Chitta. But he doesn't become, he gets identified. Therefore, though he is detachable from the Upadhis, okay, Mana Buddhi Chitta, yet because of his liking or vasanas, he doesn't get detached. Like Parikshit. Through all this study in 7 days, toward the end, he detached in Jiva Bhava from all the koshas, upadhis, and merged in Atmanubhava. So, one example is shown. The whole text is about him only. That means this is Pakka. That I, as a Jiva, can go with Manabuddhi Ahankara, Chitta, into other bodies also. Or I, as a Jiva, in this very life, through my sadhana, detach from them and identify with my own self. And these upadhis, they will be taken care by Prakriti. Manabuddhi Chitta, मेरे को क्या करे, वो तो प्रकृति के हिस्से है. But generally, it is not happening. Why? Because karmamayam manaha. Because of the habit of karmas to him, or because of the vasana that are pushing the mind. That mind with indriyas, definitely as a result of karma, lokat lokam prayati. Anyaha atma actually, but tadanuvartate. So this one is self, second is jiva, third is manabuddhi chitta. Self is all pervading. Jiva is pseudo, but right now experienced. He can always be detached from the Manabuddhi Chitta and merge in Atma. But that requirement, that possibility, that technique is not known to him. Therefore, he is in friendship with Manabuddhi Chitta. Therefore, wherever they go, he also goes. Like the child. Goes with mother attached. He has nothing to do but attachment. जहाँ मम्मी जाती है, अब कुछ काम धंधा तो करेगा नहीं वो, but he goes. So to the aham goes with them. This is what Bhagavan says. Manaha, karmamayam manaha, nunam of human beings. Nunam, karmamayam manaha, panchamihi indriyahi yutam manaha, lokat lokam parayati. Clear? One sentence. Anyaha atma, but the jiva is different from it. But that anuvartate, because X identified with that, he also goes. So he can stop his identity with them. He need not go with them. He can merge in his own self. That is what is the entire sadhana. And in that sadhana kala, from this point, what we can understand is let the upadhis according to their own karma and prarabdha go through, but let I try to seek and search and reach my essential self. That means what? Don't worry too much about the upadhis, their thing, that's the prarabdha. आप अपने आप को परमात्मा की तरफ ले जाना, बिकॉज इट्स कर्ममय, इंद्रिय ही लोकात लोकम याति. अब दिस हैज कम हियर and in this world it will go through all things, the upadhis. If you identify, you are jiva. To become self, to merge the jiva in self, you have to de-identify, dissociate. One of the thing is करना है थोड़ा तो कर लो, बट ज्यादा फंसो मत. National affairs, international affairs, and even देहेंद्रियादि problems, ठीक है, इट्स लाइक दैट. नो बडी कैन अवॉइड इट. ज्यादा महत्व मत देना उसको, ऐसे रहने दो. विथड्रॉ योरसेल्फ, डू इट. लाइक लक्ष्मण, he has not given महत्व to stay in अयोध्या. बस भगवान का सेवा. नॉट वरीड अबाउट फादर दशरथ और मदर सुमित्रा. होने दो जो होगा. It doesn't, it didn't bother about उर्मिला, where is she. चलता है राम जी की सेवा, है ना. इन जंगल ऑल्सो, how much difficult trouble it is. So what? I am not worried. Rama. But you have to go to Lanka and fight with Rakshas, kill Indrajit. वो तो होता रहता है, इम्पोर्टेंट नहीं है. भगवान राम, देखो, लर्न फ्रॉम ऑल दोस. चलता है इसे, ज्यादा वैल्यू मत देना. देखो, लोग जन्म लेते हैं, मरते हैं, और मिलते हैं, बिछड़ते हैं. जीते हैं शान से, मरते हैं शान से, वो भी याद करना. जन्म लेना, मरना होता है, और मिलते हैं, खिलते हैं गुलियाएं, कुछ गाना है ना, मिलते हैं, मिलके मिलना बिछड़ना, ये चलता रहता है. वो ज्यादा महत्व नहीं देना. याद रखो, इन आर प्रारब्ध, हु विल कम एट व्हाट टाइम, व्हाट विल गिव अस लव एंड सर्विस एंड सो मच, और व्हाट विल टेक अवे ऑल टाइम. यू कांट डिसाइड, इमेजिन. वो पक्का है वो. ज्यादा महीने रहे गुरु लोग. दे समटाइम दे टेक द चांस ऑफ चूजिंग देयर डिसाइपल्स, है ना. जैसे सब्जी के दुकान में जाकर जो सब्जी चाहिए आप लेते हैं ना, एक ऑप्शन होता है गुरुओं को. सेकंड ऑप्शन इज व्हाट, दे टेल द लॉर्ड, जिसको भेजना है भेज, एंड दे नो दे कम एंड आई ट्रीट देम. इट डजंट बॉदर, सब एक्सेप्टेड. लाइक ए स्पेशलाइज्ड डॉक्टर चूजेस हिज पेशेंट्स. जनरल मेडिसिन जो भी आए उसको ट्रीट करते. गुरुज आल्सो, they leave to Lord, and they know the Lord will send some people whom I deserve, who deserve me. और जो होगा होने दो. They're not attached. Like Gurudev, how many thousands of bhaktas came to him, disciples came to him. He taught everybody same Upanishad and Brahma Vidya. And who learned, who didn't learn, who practiced, did not learn, he is fixed in the mind. जो होता है, I can't change it. Same attitude when we have, half of our mind's tension goes away. Remaining half about your own deha also. Even Prakriti also. मनोबुद्धि, इन दैट काम क्रोध आदि, परमात्मा चाहिए. इसको स्ट्रांग करते रहो, बाकी को पकड़ो मत. चाहे जो आया आने दो, जो जा रहा है जाने दो. Like Hanuman, he in and through, he goes everywhere but only looks for Rama or Sita. So do we look for only Paramatma, and ये देह का हो, मन का हो, उसमें वासना, आने दो जाने दो. आप पकड़ोगे तो फंस जाओगे. So what? I have lot of kama krodha. तो क्या, ज्यादा मत मत दो. You're not a hero that you are. भगवान शिव, third eye opened and everything is burnt. एंड भाई बिकम सीरियस कि आई हैव सो मेनी काम करो, आर यू गिविंग देम अप? अब वो भी नहीं कर रहे अब भाई इंडल्जिंग इन काम करो, हाफ लाइफ इज वेस्टेड एंड बाय रिग्रेटिंग हाफ इज गॉन. अरे यू जस्ट कीप डूइंग योर स्मॉल लिटिल साधनास, हो गया बात. Okay, like this. Manaha karmamayam manaha nunam karmamayam manaha panchavihi indriya yutam nunam karmamayam manaha prayati kutra lokat lokam, from one world to other, from one deha to other. Anyaha atma, the self in him is different, but that by identifying became jiva, tat anuvartate, it also goes. Okay, now second. ध्यायन् मनोनुविषयान् दृष्टान् वा अनुश्रुतानथा उद्यत् सीदत् कर्मतन्त्रं स्मृतिस्तदनुसाम्यते. Wonderful, important shlokas these are. As long as we are alive. Birth to death. What do we do? Instead of doing Bhagavata Dhyana, Dhyayan Manaha Anu Vishayan. Manaha Vishayanu Anudhyayan. Always mana is doing dhyana of only Vishayas. Vishaya means other than Bhagavan, other than the self. Those Vishayas can be the objects of Shabda Sparsha Prasagandha. Those Vishayas can be powers and positions. Those Vishayas can be the emotions, etc. Anything other than Paramatma, Vishayan Dhyana. It can be Vyaktis, people. व्यक्ति होंगे, वस्तुएं होंगे, परिस्थितियां होंगे, मन के इमोशन होंगे, इंद्रियों के परसेप्शन होंगे, इसका ध्यान हो. दैट्स व्हाट ध्याय तो विषयान, ध्याय तो भगवान, आपके भगवंतम, आपके हाथ में दोनों है. बट ऑलरेडी सेड ही इज नॉट अभिमुख टुवर्ड द लॉर्ड, देयरफॉर अदर देन द लॉर्ड इज द विषय प्रपंच, सो ही डज विषय ध्यानम ऑलवेज. सो मनः विषयान अनुध्यायन, your and my mind continuously doing sankalpa or the dhyana of the Vishayas. Among those dhyana Vishayas, some are from vasanas, some are perceptions because the indriyas pour in them, some of them the mind itself has tendency, some of them it manipulates. इस तरह से विषयों का ध्यान मन में होता है. Any example you take, when you go out, then you see on the road cool drink or something, तो उसको देखते ही मन में ध्यान आता है उसको खरीदना है, पीना है. Or somebody only brings to your home, or mind has a habit of daily having that vishaya, or you have asana, at that time it got out. Like as long as it's a पक्का winter, कोई भी cold drink का वासना होगा अंदर, लेकिन एक्सप्रेस होगा ही नहीं, because that's the season of having hot drinks, because hot drink means some tea of it, because it's winters. Don't even think about cold drink much. But the moment the sun is picking up and heat is picking up, immediately where from all that comes, जो आज डेली ना वो किरवी कुरवी लगाएंगे गरम, क्या बोलते हैं वो, कच्चे आमदा, हाँ, बनाएंगे जूस पिएंगे. ये सर्दियों में याद ही नहीं आया, वो कहाँ से आया वो वासना. So either from vasanas or from habits, or you go and pursue, or somebody gives you. Vishaya Dhyanam is going on. I give one simple example. Then the other thing, you watch TV, they suddenly वो लोग give advertisement देते हैं. You like it and you start thinking about that object. Immediately, आजकल तो everything online. देखा उस टीवी वस्तु को, फोन में ऑन कर दी, 15 मिनट में, वो कहते 7 मिनट में आएगा, 15 मिनट में आएगा, 10 मिनट में आएगा. वो डब्बा रखा है तैयार कि आप पूछोगे. So they have an estimate how many people it reaches, the ad, and what's the ratio of logging in the ad and ordering with the earlier experience. So they estimate and they keep the boxes ready and तुरंत they get. इतना बड़ा mechanism चलता है दुनिया में. Even सब्जी वाला भी, he knows which माताजी will come for what सब्जी, वो पाव किलो आधा किलो तोल के पैक के करके रखता भी है वो. माताजी आई नो आप इसके लिए आओगे, ले लो. आपको मुझे बताया आपका पति से लड़नी है, आप नारियल के लिए आओगे. नारी नारियल के साथ, रियल पति के साथ लड़ी. हो गया. मनः विषयान अनुध्यायन. How drustan va anusrutan. That's what. It is seeing itself, has seen it or heard from the ears. आंखों से देखे हुए, कान से सुने विषयों का मन निरंतर ध्यान करते हुए उद्यत सीदत. ओके, उद्यत it is born, सीदत it dies. कर्म तंत्रम. Karma tantram is hmm, depending on its own vasanas. Then tadanu smriti shamyati. Throughout life it lives like that. Then at the end of this life, suddenly the entire smriti goes away. Some of the smriti for some time remains before another deha is taken up. Little bit. That also fades away. But once he enters into the other womb, Bhagavan deliberately sees to is that he forgets everything of the past. Because fresh he'll have to live. Whatever little he remembers, that also after new birth, all the nana nani, dada dadi will see to him that he will forget everything as past. As we were discussing yesterday video also, topic came गीता में भी इधर भी है भगवान ने ज्ञान भी देते हैं अज्ञान भी स्मृति भी उन्हीं से होता है भूल जाना भी होता है अपोहनम कहते हैं उसको स्मृति ही तदनुष as I told you it was one of the greatest blessing of the Lord is forgetting about the past lives. I may be criminal in past. I may be beggar. I may be a person with leprosy and all. I may be a part of terrorist group. Who knows? कुछ भी हो सकता है ना और my family members may be so. If that is remembered, confuse हो जाएगा फिर. You will go there and you tell them. There's no system maintained if everybody knows all past lives. And remember, how many can you know also? There are not one, no? If you know, you have to know everything. Then how many parents you have changed? पिछले 20 जन्मों में अब if it is told that you will be chaotic, confused. One of the best boon Bhagwan gives is live afresh, drop. Only the samskaras go with you because according to them only you work out and evolve. That's what Bhagavan is Smriti Tadanu Shamyati. So what's happening here? What Bhagavan is saying from birth till death, because of the vasanas, when the mana goes on doing the chintana of the Vishyas, both the things which are heard from the ears, also seen by the eyes, that mana gets into manifestation while doing chintanam. Then that chintanam is over, that mind dies. Again another comes, again dies. And throughout the life, there is a connection between smruti. परसों खाया तो फिर अच्छा लगा फिर आज भी याद रख के हम खाते हैं इस तरह से बट स्मृति तद अनुसाम्यते मीन्स when one leaves the deha then he will be forced to forget. Okay. And for it forgets for the time. Very powerfully involved things, they are become as vasanas. Okay? Powerfully, with full of ego, when we involve, they may become vasana. And this routine thing, क्या नाश्ता किया, क्या लंच किया, घर गृहस्थी दिन भर क्या किया, they're all routine karma. They don't become vasanas. उसमें दम नहीं है. Remember if your age is 60 years, how many times you had breakfast, lunch, dinner, कोई है क्या उसका वासना? कोई संस्कार, कोई याददाश्त है? Remember, be free, be relaxed in life. All these are not big वासना. Even छोटे-छोटे घटनाएं भी, है ना? Little, small little quarrel with wife and husband, and she became angry and pulled his hair, and a wig came out of his head. These are all, they are not big vasana. So I don't know why that example came. Small little things ज़्यादा में ना नहीं रखता. Even bigger issues also if you don't value. वासना like 2 साल से भागवत कर रहे हैं. कोई वैल्यू नहीं हो तो उसका वासना ही नहीं रहेगा. It's so casual you are ब्रह्मज्ञानी मेरा. Don't worry much about it. Next one says, विषयाभिनिवेशेन न आत्मानं यत् स्मरेत् पुनः जन्तोर्वै कस्यचित् हेतोः मृत्युरत्यन्त विस्मृतिः. That's what. So विषय अभिनिवेशेन न आत्मान यस्मरेत् पुनः. Here the Vishaya is this own particular new Deha. After he enters into new Deha, this is actually Vishaya, but he becomes so much identified with. Then na Atmana Yasmaret Punaha, neither he remember the Atma, nor he will remember what was he in the past life. Janto have kasajityeto ho. But for some or the other reason, Bhagavan says himself, kasyachit hetoho mrityu atyanta vismrutihi. Therefore, what is mrityu? Atyanta vismrutihi. हाँ, वो वाले मृत्यु से सब विस्मृति होती है, बट विस्मृति ही मृत्यु है. ही इज ब्रिंगिंग द पॉइंट लाइक दैट. अत्यंत विस्मृति ही एवं मृत्यु. So Jiva is not dying, he is continuous, but he has got forgetting all what was there in the past. That's why we don't remember any of our past, our life. Only a Mahayogis know. And little bit they tell whatever is required for sadhana. And wherever some prayasthita karma is there or some runamukti you have to get it, then those Mahayogis will advise you. Beta hirde thoda karo. And one of the thing, gurus know our past lives. Okay? They know what we have to do for our future life. Don't ask them about past lives. Ask them what to do in the present. They tell you do that, your future will be glorious. So mrityu atyanta vismriti jantoho. Forgetfulness is called as mrityu actually. And it's all very peculiarities. First of all, depending on the identification or mamata with the deha, with the family members, with the properties and all. First of all, we don't want to leave this body. And they say in Shastra, a living body is like 1,000 scorpions biting at one time. Such a pain dukkha because of so many identifications, attachments, and incompleted desires, unfulfilled wishes. They can be noble or ignoble also. मैं उसका पैर तोड़ के मरना चाह रहा था, यार मैं नहीं कर पाया. These are all anything. He doesn't want to leave only. So mamakaram, baba baba. Somehow, but the destiny cannot allow him for long, no? छोड़ना ही पड़ता है उसको. As I told you, depending on the type of death. If it's a fulfilled life and slowly died, then the pretatva will not be there for a long time. Then quickly, on recommendation, he'll get a new body. Else, he'll become preta and go through something. Or if the papa too much is done, he'll be given the yatana sharira and is sent to those yatana lokas. And as the vasanas get fructified for him to get a human deha, he is given that. He enters from the Chandramandala. All jivas go to the Chandramandala, not Chandrama. Chandramandala. घूमते रहते चंद्रमा के साथ. Then a particular time comes, then that Chandramama pushes him. One version is this. Then while coming down, he enters through the rain into the earth. Then through the earth, he enters into the Aushadhi. Through the Aushadhi, he enters into the man. Through the man, from the man, he enters into women. And from here he is born. This is how the jivas coming and going, they mention in all Shastras, Puranas. Those Mahayogas who have visualized, they know it. These are all about ordinary people like you and me. Extraordinary people, this is not Chandramarga or Uttaramarga. They go through the Surya Marga or Uttaramarga. See, Tatra Chandana Samjoti Yogi Prapini Vartate, Gita 8 chapter. Aditya Marga, Chandra Marga. This is Aditya Marga, is Krama Mukti Marga. That is only for those who have done Punya, they go up to Swarga, they come back. But those who have a lot of sadhana, so then whatever Papa done, they may go through Papa Yoni for some time. Punya kiya, so Swarga mein maja karenge. But because of sadhana, they will again come back to the earth if they are really strong. Or if his guru is available on the earth, else he'll go to Mahar Loka, Jano Loka, Uparwala. It's all we have to understand all this. Then we have to plan where do we want to go, further what is to be done. Let's not be vague. और इस सब ब्रह्मांड में जीवों का आवाजाही ऐसे ही हो रहा है. And this is not the only brahmanda where jivas are there. There are aneka brahmandas are there where jivas may not have deha, may not have this deha. They have Sukshma Deha. They have only Kanti. Like all rishis, they have Kanti Deha. They just give us appearance they delude us by showing us their Sharira as if Sharira, but it's only Kanti. You can't touch them. Don't worry, don't be afraid of aliens and all. वो तो अलग subject है. We go 2000 light years away also, there are lokas, jivas. And in many cases, they come here, we go there. Uh, all there's a huge subject. It's all and some theory, but most of it is when you go to the sthiti of yogi, then you will be visualized. Bhagavan Krishna, all that. That's why Yogeshwara Krishna. Krishna is Jnana Ishvara also, Prema Ishvara also, but he's Yogeshwara. Otherwise, how can he appear so many times simultaneously and marry 16,000 women there? They're all not Vedanta, they're all yoga. That's all Shaktis because of conquering the Prakriti. He being Ishvara, he is always having Prakriti under his control. All other devatas also, but Krishna has shown it. Yogeshwara Krishna. Sare yogon ke Yogeshwara. How can he consume the fire? How can he go to the waters inside Varna Loka and bring his father, Vasudevji, Nanda Baba? It's not Vedanta. Vedanta is Vedanta Ambrahmasmi. That's totally different direct path, but these are all. They know it, I'm saying. So I just gave an idea as to what is the gati of ours. So he says, Vishyaviniveshena na atmanam yat smaret punaha. In these two versions are there. When you take the Vishya as Deha, then he identifies the new Deha. He forgets earlier life also. And he forgets is a Jiva coming into this only for some time goes to the other one. वो भी भूल जाकर इस देह से तादात्म्य करके बैठ जाएगा. That's the one meaning. Second is Vishyavinivesana means as he comes out, the glittering things of the world, he gets identified with them. Then he forgets both the real self also. He forgets himself with Jiva also. He just become one with the Deha. And indulge only in the Vishyas. देखो आप यहाँ ये बात देखो. I just keep a people of 10 each of 1,000 departments. डॉक्टर्स, लॉयर्स, आर्मी पीपल, टीचर्स, एम्प्लॉयर्स, जो भी सब अपने अपने काम कर रहे हैं. इवन न्यूली मैरिंग कपल, कोई भी हो, स्टूडेंट्स, हाउ मेनी ऑफ देम थिंक दैट दे आर जीवा, हैव कम इनटू दिस देह फॉर डूइंग समथिंग एंड देन दे गो टू द अदर देह? नो, not even one. Even you and I are talking all this, but consciously all the time we are not aware that we are travelers in this deha, just to leave it when the time comes. That's called, why is it so? Because Vishaya Avinivesh. So much enchanted about the things and all. That he doesn't know that he is Jiva and he doesn't know that his goal is to know the Paramatma. Then he will only involve in them, create more vasanas, enter into more and more shariras. See, as a human being, I am a jiva, to know that there are more chances. But in other Pashu Pakshi Yoni, they don't have chance. That not only they don't have chance that they know that they are jiva, but they don't know that they are so. The dog is not aware of its body. It doesn't know. It only has this instincts inside. So natural impulses. When it feels hungry, goes eats. When it sees some fear, it is coming to the from somebody it runs. That's all. That is why these all pashu pakshiyal, when they die, they don't suffer that much. वो विलक्षण जीव होता है उनको. भय तो होता है everybody, but that much suffering, fear, all that much is not there. They're not conscious that much. We are the ones. And we can be even for discover that we are an individualized ego. Very subtle it is. I did Vedopadhi, completed his Jiva Bhava, eking out Sukha through the incenses of the Vishayas of this world. And every karma and phala or enjoyment creating vasana. So though it is repeating, this we can understand. And also, we can evolve from being a jiva even to the selfhood. That's what the entire Adhyatmic sadhana. All sadhanas, all the yogas, karma, bhakti, jnana, ashtam, सब उसी के लिए. So main point क्या हुआ करना है? विषया विनिवेशेन न आत्मानम्यत स्मरेत पुनः. Enters into new setup, is identified with that. Whatever little traces are there, they also are forgotten of the past. And it is so in the world, you are transferred to a job. Then after 5 years, पहले job में सब भूल जाते हैं. If you ask me 10 years back where I was, I can't remember now. हो गया वो. How can I hold on to which place I was there? I don't remember which house I was there, where the kitchen. It's an extra effort for me to remember. नहीं हो सकता मेरे को. It is because we are busy in the new ones. So विषयाभिनिवेशेन नात्मानं यत्मरेत् पुनः जंतो हवै कस्यचित् हेतोः. For some or the other reason, he doesn't remember. Therefore, mrityu atyanta vismritihi. Thus, he is dead means he has forgotten his entire past. Then he is dead. Then he is entering into new body for a fresh eking out of the life. Now, this point, which is said by Bhagavan, how many consequences it has, देखो. देखो मैं अपने आप को ही याद नहीं कराता हूँ तो जिन लोगों के साथ फंसा हुआ मैं वो लोग कहाँ याद रहेंगे जिस जमीन के लिए जायदाद के लिए पैसे के लिए I was asking yourself and me, do you remember our earlier life's bank account? Do we have one? What was the balance? How many lockers we had? How many the plots or the lands or fields were there on our name? How many children we had, friends we had, enemies we had? कार कितने थे? Now we are all doing इकट्ठो. अब इसमें कुछ भी हमारे ना जाएगा ना याद रहेगा. Then is it not wisdom not to waste time for them? Now, is it not wisdom of the wise rishis? When they say, whatever is required for your survival, only that much you work and earn and pursue your goal of Paramatma. Are they not wise that way? जिंदगी भर इतना मैंने सब कमा के रखा और चले गए कि बिना कुछ लेकर. डोंट से इट ओनली सेंटिमेंटली इमोशनली कि देखो खाली हाथ आए खाली हाथ जाएंगे. दैट्स बेवकूफी है. यू फील दैट्स नॉट द पर्पस ऑफ दैट. फील फॉर आवर सेल्स. Then it should mean something to us. It should create that detachment in us. Then that detachment only makes us attached. That we are not as worst as those people who are earning thousands of crores, who are expanding their pravritti so much in the world. बिजनेस कहते हैं 100 देशों मेरा बिजनेस है सब. वो तो उतना बड़ा तो कोई बंदा तो कर नहीं पाएगा. ईश्वर ओनली डज थ्रू हिम. बट ही नोस ही सेज ना ये मेरा वाला है. We are not doing that much, but at our own level we are caught up with the things and beings which never go with us. Therefore, love them, but see that mind is free from any attachment. So, Vishayabhiniveshena na atmana yat punaha, then jantorvai kasachit hetoho mrutyuratyanta vismritihi. Therefore, janmatu atmataya pumsaha sarvabhavena bhurida vishasvikrutim prahuhu yatha swapna manoratha. These are very crucial, sublime, contemplative thoughts. What we are struggling to understand in Mandukya, भगवान इज मेकिंग इट सिंपल हियर फॉर अस टू अंडरस्टैंड बिकॉज वो टेक्स्ट हम पढ़ रहे हैं खत्म कर रहे हैं तो ये देकर हमको एक मौका दे रहे थोड़ा समझो. सो व्हेन द विषय विस्मृति इज द डेथ इन द अर्लियर श्लोका मृत्यु अत्यंत विस्मृति ही. When everything is forgotten in the of the past, then we are dead to the past. We did not die. We continue to continue our journey. Now, here also, what exactly is the Janma? He is explaining. Janma to Atmataya Pumsaha Sarva Bhavena Bhurida Vishayasvikrutim Prahu. Therefore, the Janma is Vishayasvikruti. Here, Vishaya is Deha. And please remember, with the Deha Smarana only, all others start. All Sambandhas are after I became Deha. If Deha is not there, like in dream, all the Sambandhas will not be there. और देह को चलाने के लिए कर्मेंद्र जाए, अंतःकरण जाए, फिर इवन ज्ञानेंद्र चाहिए. In the all they come, not only they maintain deha, but they have their own personal jobs. We get caught up in all of them also. Therefore, Atyanta Vismruti of everything as well as the cause of relating to all of them called as the Deha. Atyanta Vismruti of all of that is called as death. Again, getting Smriti or identifying with the new Deha, then immediately remembering or slowly developing all the relativity, it is called as Janma. Therefore, Vishaya Svikrutim Janma tu Atmataya Pumsaha Sarvabhavena Burida. Prahu, example, Yatha Swapna Manoratha. Swapna and Manoratha. So in the Swapna, what do? We take a Sukshma Jan, another Deha. That's why what was there in our Jagrada Avastha, that Deha is forgotten. Therefore, this Deha related only all the things and beings in Jagrat, वो सब नहीं रहते वहाँ. बट नया निर्माण होते उस देह के संबंध के चीजें सपने में. But remember, two things. When we wake up from that dream, none of them will be here. This is actually realization aspect. But non-realization aspect of birth and death is what in comparing in the dream world, second dream. From the dream we woke up is an example for waking up from the Jagras to Atmanubhava. But what is the example or explanation of without realization, dying and getting another birth, another birth? It is like another dream. When you had a dream yesterday and today you had a dream, do today's dream did I remember anything of the past dream? Kalka dream. Have you ever thought about it? Absolutely zero. In fact, between two dreams only, when I wake up, the first dream is already gone. That means when I leave this body, after leaving this body only, slowly the memory, everything of this fades away. When you enter into the new one, तो इससे कोई संबंध ही नहीं रहेगा. That's what we are now. In this life of mine, where is संबंध with all my past? मैं कल जो बता रहा था आपको, आपके दुश्मन ही आपके बगल में दोस्त होगा, दोस्त ही दुश्मन होगा. भयंकर है, चित्र विचित्र होते हैं. Oh, the permutation combination, if you look into that. I tell you, Kattar jo terrorist है Islamic. He may be earlier life he is a Hindu only पक्का Kattar. Hate कर करके he is born in that योनि. इसके ज्यादा हेट मत करना, फिर उसके साथ जाके बैठ जाओगे. भगवान ने इन सब कुछ छिपा के रखा है. टेल यू बड़ा बून है. ओहो. See, a small job in a village, you are there only, started till the end of the service. 40-42 साल एक ही ऑफिस में एक ही कुर्सी में बैठ के कुछ लोग रिटायर हुए. बट एज अ जॉब गोस लिटिल एल्डर, बिगर वन और सम मोर यूजफुल, you change at least your seat from one room to the other. एक ही ऑफिस में 3 प्रमोशन से 3 कमरे में शिफ्ट हुए. Now, if the job and its role in the society is bigger one, then one street to the other street you are transferred. Is it not? Bank of that branch to this branch. If that bank is so nationalized bada wala hai, then they'll offer you promotion. If you take it, they'll throw you, if you're North Indian, into the South. South है तो North. 3 साल करके आना ही पड़ेगा. Are you understanding what I am saying? You are depending on your qualification. Sir, you are sent from one loka to the other. And if the army personnel, then he'll be सियाचिन में थोड़ा करना पड़ेगा, फिर लेह लद्दाख में थोड़ा करना पड़ेगा, कश्मीर में थोड़ा जाके रहना पड़ेगा. Then you have to be in India, whatever different things. If you are little more, you go beyond nation. You know, your company in India makes a project, it makes you a leader or a subordinate, you go for 6 months and project. If you are a manager or owner only, in how many number of countries? There are millions of business people in India, all over world, who have passport visa for more than 150 countries. They're only having jumping from one flight to the other. How many are there like that? Up to this loka we explained. In the same way, the travel happens from one loka to the other, one deha to the other. In example, when it is given, एक idea आएगा हमको. And there are lokas. And what you choose and do, to that loka you are sent. You have to be careful about choosing and pursuing. Like I have chosen Vedas, mantras, chanting. So to that loka I will be sent. Whether it is somewhere else or in this world when I come, I'll be surrounded by them only. खाना पीने का ज़्यादा करें तो उस लोक में हम जाएंगे. इस तरह से. सो जन्म तो आत्मतया पुंसा सर्वभावेन भूरिदा विषय स्वीकृतिं प्राहो यथा स्वप्न मनोरथः. That's what I said just now. Swapnam manoratham cha itham praktanam na smaratyasau tatra purvamiva atmanam apurvam cha anupashyati. Hmm. Apurvam cha anupashyati. Tatra purvamiva atmanam apurvam cha anupashyati. Hmm. Interesting. This gives out the entire picture. First is what? Swapnam manoratham cha itham praktanam na smarati. In a swapna, earlier swapna is not remembered, as I told you. And between two swapnas, whatever the manoratha was having in the Jagrata Avastha. Jagrata Avastha is nothing but manoratha only, nothing real. He doesn't remember. This Jagrata also, earlier swapna also, and between two swapna, the manoratha jo hai Jagrata ka, both of them he doesn't remember. The world neither he remembers, nor his identity remembers. Of course, the identity and the world, they go together. Like when I'm in dream world, waking world is forgotten, me the waker is forgotten. These are related here. So to the earlier Swapna, world is forgotten, Swapna Jagat, and in that Swapna Jagat what I was. Suppose in yesterday's dream, I was a sessions court judge. In the new Swapna, that session court judge का मैं याद ही नहीं रहता. In this I may be a criminal only. पूरा पूरा फील्ड भी भूल गया और क्या थे वो भी भूल गया. Remember, problem is what there? He alone is continuing, but he has forgotten all the past. Who is this? Is Jiva, not Paramatma. Paramatma is all pervading. He doesn't go from one place to the other. He remains. This Jiva will have to merge in him. That Paramatma is anashnan anya avichakashiti. He just visualizes. All pervading conscious Paramatma just is on Sachit Swarupa. He doesn't go and come. जब कभी आवाज आई की बात होती है याद रखना हमेशा जीव का ही, not परमात्मा. Paramatma doesn't come or go. Like when the jiva dies also, Paramatma is always there in the jiva as well in the dead body. In the dead body, the disintegration is being supervised by Paramatma. In the dead body, the Panchamahabhutas dissolve into their respective Mahabhutas. What happened to Paramatma at that time? He is always there. All the Atyanta Sukshma Roop mein hai wo. That's why only in the Yogi Drushti we can experience ourselves. In the Paramatma, all these are imagined. That's what Vedanta, no? Paramatma na janma hai na maran hai. Ajaha, ajara, avyakruta, amara. Why all this, I tell you. Very secret it is. We are so much into the gross thing as reality, 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 that we are refusing to accept the subtle. Actually, subtle is more real than the gross. But we are so much overpowered by this स्थूलता. इतना कि यही जिंदगी है. That's why everybody talks, that's why everybody does, and we also do that. But stula is not real, real is sukshma. याद रखो. फिर what is it? Swapnam manoratham chaitam praktanna smaratya. So we told the example of swapna and manoratha. In the same way, what was there in my earlier life? Which world I was? Both are forgotten when I took up this. In this, I remember this Deha and all my people, friends, relatives, and all this world. When I leave this and go, again, this is totally left and given up, forgotten. But though forgotten, who is continuing is he only. He doesn't know he's continuous. That much is the Vishayadhyasa. So when he detaches from Vishya, then he develops that beautiful sixth sense kaho ya maturity kaho, he will be able to visualize. First understand, then visualize. And if one does really yoga the sadhana, he can know his own life past and others past lives also. That's what Gita Krishna says. When Arjuna asked him, तुम तो अभी पैदा हुए भगवान सूर्य तो सृष्टि किया पहले से है. How will I believe that you told him this karma yoga and buddhi yoga? बुद्धू मत बनाओ मेरे को. Then Bhagavan said, this jnana I gave it to Vivaswan Surya, then he gave it to his son Manu, then Manu gave it to Ikshvaku, then slowly it came from Ikshvaku to Rajas. They forgot this. What is said in second and third chapter. What is that? The Buddhi Yoga which indicates the goal, the Karma Yoga which prepares you for the goal. Imam Vivasvate Yogam, Imam Yogam Vivasvate Amproktavan, Avyam Yogam, Vivaswan Manave, Manu Ikshvakame. एवं परंपरा प्राप्तम इमं राजर्षे विदुम बट कालेन महता योग नष्ट परंतु स एव अयम तेद्य योग प्रोक्त प्रार्थना वही भक्तों में सकाशे. नाउ अर्जुन's क्वेश्चन, अपरम भवतः जन्म, अभी अभी तुम मेरे से 40-50 साल पहले बोला परम जन्म विवस्वतः सूर्य सबसे कथम एतद् विजानीयाम, हाउ विल आई एक्सेप्ट, तुम आदौ प्रोक्तवान. सीधा आंसर गिवन लॉर्ड श्री भगवान वाचा बहूनि मे व्यतीतानि जन्मानि तव च अर्जुन तान्यहं वेद सर्वाणि न त्वं वेत्त परन्तप. He talks about 2 months there. Bahuni me vyatitani janmani. I am born in the month of May. Tava cha Arjuna, you are born on 4th June. Bhagavan says. So don't imagine just like that. So मेरे तुम्हारे बहुत सारे जन्म हुए बेटा, मेरे में सब जानता हूँ, तुम नहीं जानते. तानि सर्वाणि हम वेद, मेरा जानता हूँ, तुम्हारा भी, तुम न वेत्थ. Because in everybody you are so much identified with the entire gamut or setup or drama that you have no subtlety, stability to withdraw from this and go up above and see past and future. Like when I am here, I see only this hall. As I keep going upper, I can see more halls. और पूरा स्माइल जाओ तो पूरा टाउन देखूंगा मैं. If you go into space, entire globe you can see. In the same way, we are narrowly seeing only this life, this body, this relation. Other than that, कुछ सूझता नहीं हमको. That's how we are guided or misguided, whatever. Therefore, the abilities there are there, but they are not invoked. For what? To see your own past and others' past and my past. I know it. Tanyam Veda Sarvani Natvam Veta Parantam. Clear? And the yogis also. Yogi be like, doctors. अभी स्टेथोस्कोप गले में डाला वो भी डॉक्टर है कि नहीं, फिर 50 साल से सर्विंग वाला डॉक्टर भी है कि नहीं, इन बिटवीन फिर कितने रेंज ऑफ डॉक्टर्स आर देयर. So too the yogis, jnanis also have so many range. Some of them know only their past. Some know the past of 2-3 people. Some know past of 100. Some know past of some for 1 janam, 2 janam. Some know from last 10,000 janam also. Like the sophistication of telescope. Depending on that, you see only nearest one. उसको बढ़ाओ, ये जेम्स को भेजो तो पता नहीं कहाँ घूम रहा है वो जेम्स, भेज रहा है कि नहीं, I don't know all the things. So to the yogis, no. Now what is happening in all this discussion of last 5-6 shloka is, we are before the birth were there, we will continue even after death. Okay, that is very पक्का होना चाहिए. This we are talking almost every second, third day, कुछ ना कुछ topic आ रहा है. What it should lead as consequence, when I know I had past, I'll have future, this should not be given so much important as if this everything. Then how to deal this present to both way? Accept it as the result of past whenever problems are there. Then whatever the opportunities are there, invest the opportunities in the present for making your glorious future. ये पक्का हमको इन 4-5 श्लोकों से समझ में आना है. Second is, Bhagavan very subtly told what the meaning of birth and death. He said death means vismruti of deha and everything. Birth means smruti of the deha and everything. That's how the birth is defined. Otherwise, he has not died or not born. Died means what? He is no more there for recognition. Bar means what? Earlier he was not there. The person who left the body is continuing, so he did not die. The one who is born came from somewhere else, so he was not born. जो नहीं था वो जन्म लेता है उसको जन्म कहते हैं, जो है खत्म होता है उसको मरण कहते हैं, खत्म नहीं हो रहे हम. So therefore he is redefining the birth and death, which is new definition to us. For us birth means what? ये शरीर छोड़ दिए तो मर गए और नया शरीर ले जन्म. He says शरीर छोड़ने के मात्र से it's not you are disappearing, you are continuing your journey. Vismruti is there, and I told yesterday exhaustively, Vismruti is so important. That is why I tell you a beautiful thought just now clicked it. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I think some 7-8 months back this thought came. What is it? Whoever the people are around us, in the past, sometime or the other, they were all our relatives, friends, cousins. If not, in the future, they are going to be. Therefore, love everyone, serve everyone, give gifts to everyone, take care of everyone. लड़ो मत किससे. वो कभी कभी आपके बहुत जिगरी था. ही माइट बी योर ओन फादर ऑल्सो, सन ऑल्सो, 1,000,000,000 लाइफ बैक. कभी भी. बिकॉज यही यहीं घूमते रहेंगे हम. आएंगे जाएंगे सेम. This is like the what happens, what is called as when the auction is done for the big franchises, the big tourneys, the IPL tourney. हम देखो किस टीम का किधर गया वो. यू नो वेरी इंटरेस्टिंग. कोई भी उसको खरीदेंगे तो कहीं भी टीम में जाएंगे वो. टिल सम मेनी इयर्स वी आर ऑल टुगेदर प्लेइंग. नाउ यू आर अपोजिट टू मी. अब जिसको टीम में रहने के कारण जीतता था वो दूसरे टीम में गए तो सब हार रहे हैं. अगेन फिर अगेन न्यू ऑक्शन, अगेन दे में भाई. I'm example. Therefore, your own grandfather is your own neighbor. Who knows? It may be. Therefore, love him. Or grandchild, serve him, love him. And I tell you, और एक बात, even all animals, they're all jivas only, no? Some papa they might have done to therefore like that. Therefore, they also are related to us. Don't kill them to eat them. इन दैट वट एवर यू आर किलिंग एंड ईटिंग, उसमें आपके माता पिता भी हो सकते हैं. मारो मत उनको. पिछले कई जन्म के. No, this is the only way we have to withdraw from all non-wrong doings, no, and develop all the positive things. Don't become too cynical or sensitive, but become responsible and sensible. If all that is not catchable to you, at least your own journey, my own journey. I was there, past. You could be doing some sadhana from few lives. That's how it's continuing now, and that will continue. Then each of the guru, each of the life, some gurus or the others went on guiding in one thing or the other. In this life also, so many gurus are pushing ahead. आगे जाकर और भी होएगा. See that continuum once you accept, no, fear of absence goes away. Then unnecessary attachment to the present goes away. Then the inspiration to work for the future comes. That's the beauty. Then one of the things is all attachments need not be. वाह मस्त था. सबसे प्यार से रहो. मुझे इसलिए हम बता रहे हैं एक बार, क्वालिटीज आर इंपॉर्टेंट, नॉट showing those qualities on people. Like you have to have friendship, you have to have daya. In all our shastras, the sadgunas are talked about. On whom you are imposing or showing the sadgunas is not spoken. What is the subtle meaning in that? Be a person of sadguna by nature. Whoever come and bask in that, let them come, enjoy and go. You don't get attached to him. Sarvabhutanam adveshta, sarvabhutanam maitra. Means you should have Vesaraitya maitri. Whoever come in the horizon, let them receive it and go. If I become particular in my showing of love or whatever, then I have made him as an enemy or hatred, or I am attached to someone. You have become samsara. इज इट नॉट? सफरिंग हो जाता है हमको. Have sadgunas, you not express them. Let that vibe से be there all through. Conscious effort नहीं होना चाहिए उसके लिए. कोई बंदा आएगा उसको like I am a loving person, let us say anybody comes, ये सब्जी वाला हो कोई वो, हाँ, कैसे हो भैया, हो गया, that is natural, there is no effort in that. And I am not saying only to him, I am saying that's all, while saying he was there. If he is not a somebody else there, उसको भी हम कहेंगे. That should come from within, huh? Natak nahi, genuinely. I just want to express my love universally. This person said. It can be a dog, you can look at it. Enough. You know, we are going in car, other car में कुत्ता बैठ के जा रहा है. You look at that and give a smile. That's it. That is your love for that jiva in that. A tree you see. Look at it, huh, lovingly. क्वालिटी होना है हमारे अंदर. जो आया उसको दे देना, अच्छे वाले. बंदे को पकड़ना ही नहीं कभी, फंस जाओगे आप. नेक्स्ट ही कम्स तत्र पूर्वमेव आत्मानम अपूर्वम च अनुपश्यति. देखो, पूर्व को भूल जाकर नए अपने आप को अपूर्व मानता रहता है. व्हाट हैज फॉरगॉटन इज द पूर्व देह, पूर्व लोक. व्हाट इज ही इज कमिंग फ्रॉम द पूर्वता ओनली. ही इज कंटिन्यूइंग, बट ही थिंक्स दैट ही इज नॉट कंटिन्यूअस, ही इज अपूर्व, ही इज न्यू. ही थिंक्स अपूर्वम इज नॉट इन द पास्ट. What was forgotten was Deha and the world, not me. But what is taken as ki I am born new. No, you are there in the past also. You are in the present and future. This again I am telling you will help you to mold a beautiful future by working in the present. And there are the rules, regulations told in the Shastra which assure a glorious future if you do these noble deeds. Focus on that. Like this topic is very intricate, very subjective, very subtle. More than Vedanta here. ये Vedanta is सर्वम ब्रह्म सर्वम खलुइदम ब्रह्म ना, और कुछ बोलना नहीं उधर. But this all talk about little lesser than the Advaita Vedanta Brahma. When you see the whole world, how the entire world system is being run by the Ishvara. And this is also part of knowledge, because that's also given in Bhagavatam and Vedas only. इसको भी जानना जरूरी है. And this knowledge, like as that knowledge gives us inspiration to know the truth, this knowledge gives us inspiration to detach from the world. Because that knowledge of Paramatma will not make us detach from the world. It will inspire us for knowing the truth. But you can't know because you're not detached. Just by saying that Deham Anaham Asmi, Jivana Asmi, you will not get detached. Only a vocal word it is, it's an assumption. You have not done it. Really, the practice of detaching. This sadhana will help us. This knowledge will help us for that. Like this topic is very crucial. Some more great thoughts are there. We'll discuss them tomorrow. And little time we will spend for it. Let it take 1-2 more days. और उसका ना एक बार नहीं तो 2 बार पूरा रिपीट करके समझेंगे, समझाएंगे. ओके. एंड देन द 55th श्लोक इज पक्का एसेंस ऑफ मांडुक्य. अर्थे हि अविद्यमानेपि संस्तुतिर्न निवर्तते ध्यायतो विषयानस्य स्वप्नेन अर्थागमो यथा. पक्का डिट्टो मांडुक्य कारिकाकार है. ये भागवत से श्लोक को वहां उतार दिया उन्होंने, बिकॉज ही केम लेटर. Okay, Karikas came later. Karikakara is just before Shankara. So maybe in that, if Shankara is 5th or 6th century, he must be at that time. But Mandukya Upanishad from time eternal. And in between, Bhagavata 5500 years back. So he might have culled from it, or same thing. Arte hi avidyamane pi samsrutirna nivartate. Dekho, there's no snake at all. Still you are not free from fear. अर्थे अविद्यमान है ही नहीं वो सांप, डर ही जा रहा है. The person is not at all bad, but you are only imagining. Not even good also, you only are imagining. Saying bad, you are creating dvesha. Saying good, you are creating attachment. And samsruti. एक बात अभी समझ में आ रहा मुझे कि मेरे अंदर कौन से संस्कार कब एक्सप्रेस होंगे मुझे ही नहीं पता. पॉइंट 1. In the same way, in whose life which Prarabdha expresses, he also doesn't know, I also don't know. Then how can I insist on anything for anyone? Because I can't insist on myself. Because what time what expresses, क्या पता है हाथ में? At the body level also, which disease comes, which problem comes, which paralytical attack comes, how do I know? At the mind level, which emotion comes and overpowers me for a period of time, who knows? At the intellectual level, which concept enters, which predominantly rules me for maybe a whole life. सबका ऐसा ही होता है, इसलिए हमको ना ऐसी कोई इंसिस्ट नहीं करना, जो कुछ हो रहा है स्वीकार करना. If somebody loves you, take it as surprise and enjoy. Same person stops loving you and goes away. Enjoy that also. Learn that one as early as possible. Then don't get victimized by the people and their behavior and their presence or absence. First thing when we achieve it and balance our mind, then all the energies are conserved. Those energies are very much required for excelling in our study, for our contemplation, meditation, and going to the higher and deeper experiences. Very essential. And this topic helps that. For that, further tomorrow we'll see. Sarvam Krishna Arpanamam Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Avashishyate Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Sri Guru Bhyo Namaha Krishna Chandra Bhagavan Ki Jai Sadgunath Maharaj Ki Jai. Thank you, friends. Can we study for Valmiki Ramayana for some time? So wonderful people. God bless you all. రామపట్టాభిషేకం